fibre supplements today, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing today. Let me get my camera set up. You know, I'm always the worst when it comes to doing anything technical, so apologies in advance. Okay, then let me get my everything set up. Hope you're all well. Hope there's people there that are listening to me. I'm going to go and check the channel now to see if there are any comments coming through. I have all my bits ready to go. Miss Mary wants to come and join us, so let me just put some of those things on the floor. There goes my gimbal, and now Miss Mary's gone. She's worried about what that noise was. Oh, bless her. Isn't she adorable? I need to say, before I do anything else, this morning, something came through the post, some Carmex for Miss Mary. You know how she's been over-grooming herself? Someone had sent me some Carmex. How lovely. So yeah, that was a real thank you for whoever it was who's done that. If you're going to be on the live, even better. Happy days. Good morning, Hadjarine. How are you? Look at me in green. That's it. It's good to be seen in green. I'm like you. I'm wanting my colour, but you've just completely own the pinks and the purples. No one can do pinks and purples quite like you do, Hadjarine. So I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm just trying to get my channel to work on the laptop so I can see what you're all saying, because you know how blind I am. You know how much I need these glasses. I need these glasses so I actually could see my hand. So I can see that Hadjarine's there, but I can't see what she said. So let's have a look. Oh, bless you. Hadjarine says, wow, look at this beauty. I love the green on you. Thank you. I'm still channeling my Tina Turner vibe with my leopard print. I'm going to wear the colour green today as well. Oh, Hadjarine, are you? Right, you tell me when you're wearing green again, I'm wearing it. And then you tell me when you're wearing purple, I'm going to wear it. I can't wear the purples. You do such good justice to it. So yes, I'm doing really well today, Hadjarine, really well. How about you? Are you having a great week? I know you're having a great week because we saw the weight loss results the other day. I can see Dom is in the chat. Dom, I do have a green lipstick, so don't. But the thing is, right, do you know why red is my favourite lipstick colour? It's because it makes my teeth look whiter. That's a tip from my grandma. My mum used to say, wear red lips, it makes your teeth look whiter. Red for you too, Hadjarine. Right, Hadjarine, you look great in all the colours. You know the colour I loved on you the other day? That one you did where you had the purple. But it was a purpley pink on the lips. Oh my God, that was gorgeous. I think it was a matte. It was a matte colour. It was beautiful. So beautiful. So Dom, how are you today? Dom, my male Caucasian twin. Are you doing well today? Who wants to be my moderator today then? Out of, let's just see, I can see Hadjarine and Dom. Which of you are happy to be my moderator and get rid of people who may or may not be here with good intentions? Hey, you see all the good mornings, all the good mornings. Right, Hadjarine, I'm going to make you my moderator. Right, so no, I'm not going to rely on you then, Dom, because I know you're working from home today, aren't you? So, Hadjarine, you can be one of my moderators as well. And the only thing you need to do is if you see anything that looks, that looks like it's trolling, you can just feel free to remove it. If I see it already and I've read it, don't worry about it. Hasala Hill. What a beautiful name. You're saying hi. You're saying I'm beautiful. Thank you. Your name is beautiful. Where is it from? Oh, you retracted it. Oh, okay then. So, I see. Okay then, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be making up some of my fibre supplements. I've mentioned this a couple of times that, you know how I'm not working, So I need to do things as cheaply as possible. And one of the things that I've managed to save myself an absolute fortune with is making up my own fibre supplements. And it's so easy, even with the dexterity problems that I have. So give me a second, let's take some water. I'll even show you how the fibre works in water to show you how it actually works through your gut. So, are you great? It's from Somalia. Oh, it's such a beautiful name, Masala. And how are you today? Are you doing well? It's lovely to have you join us today. Okay, so I can see Coach Dinah says, why not get a job instead of going live on YouTube? Do you know what, Coach Dinah? I would love to be able to get a job. I really would love to get a job. But at the moment, I've got so many health issues, including I'm waiting for a heart surgery operation, that I'm not allowed to work because, you know, I'm a risk. So it's not so much that I'm doing lives for making money, because I'm not even monetized. I can't have any super chats come through. I'm just making lives just to keep company with you all, because it's a little bit lonely living on your own and not working, and there's just you and the cat. So thank you for the question, but that's the answer. Yes, I make my own fibre, and I'm going to show you how to do it as well. So Sala, you are feeling good. That's brilliant. I'm feeling great as well. If you like what you see, Sala, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I do a Friday update. It is Fridays, isn't it? That comes out. Just thinking now, that's 2 days away. And then every now and again, when I've just got something that I'm doing, I go live. So if I've not got anything doing, I don't really go live. She says that the other day, the only thing doing was my nails. It's true. It's the social element that I love the most. Oh, thank you for subbing. Marty, hi. Oh, thank you for saying you love my voice. Do you know what? My voice is getting a bit better now. It was really, really croaky on my vlog last week, because that was when I was still not getting my CPAP machine. I tried sleeping with Colin's mask, which was all over the place yesterday, but I do think that it helped me with my voice today. Miss Mary is just stopping by to say hi, and now she's looking out the window. Can you see her? Just checking to see what the neighbours are up to. Okay then, so let me get started with these fibre supplements. And let me have a look. So I've got other people on there. So Marta's saying that she loves my name. Thank you very much. She loves my voice, sorry. Beauty is a name. Good morning, Beauty is a name. Beauty is her name. She is a beauty. Oh, Asala, that's Miss Mary. You tell her she's beautiful, and she'll be expected so many more of those kind of compliments. She is a beauty. Yeah, she's still just checking out on what the neighbours are doing at the moment, so she'll come back and sit on the headrest soon enough. Miss Mary, Asala said hi. Asala said hi. Yep, she's just started grooming again. Now, this is something actually, and somebody bought me some Carmex. Somebody bought me some Carmex for Miss Mary. So thank you, whoever that was. That works brilliantly at calming down. She's over grooming at the moment. And you know what? I think it started again this week, in the last 2 days, because I've tried to use the CPAP machine again. So last week when I wasn't on the CPAP machine, she joined me to going to bed at night and stopped grooming. But then on Monday night, I attempted to do the CPAP again. It was still making that weird noise because it's not fitting my face properly. But what I tried to do is I tried to sew the back straps and make those a little bit shorter. So I got a better sleep last night. That was too... Miss Mary is, you know, honestly, she is a diva. And the fact that someone is now recognised a diva and is buying her gifts, her head's going to swell, Harderina. Her head will swell. Hey, Chelsea, how are you? Did you have a lovely 30th birthday celebration? Tell us all about it. What have you been doing for your 30th? Beauty says she loves my hair. What's your favourite product? Well, I tell you, I have two favourite products. We're talking about hair products, right? I have two. One is rosemary oil, natural rosemary oil. I adore that. I absolutely adore that. And when the other thing I use is just white conditioner, real cheap silicone-free conditioner when I wanted to do a wash and go to get my curls right. But clearly I need to do another wash and go because the frizz is coming back. But then what I'll do is I'll just run some through it, some rosemary oil through it, and just to try and help. Okay, so what I've done right now, this is konjac fibre. No, it's not konjac fibre. I always call it konjac fibre, and it's not. It's psyllium husk powder. And I buy from the Amazon UK. They've only recently started stocking them in 500 grams. In 1 kilogram. So I used to buy packs of the 500 grams and put them into here. So in here this will hold a kilo. And this has probably lasted me, a kilo has probably lasted me 4 months, and I'm here already. So that will probably last me another 3 months. Does that sound right? Is my maths right? Is my maths wrong on that one? It's because I've got some in here, of course, as well, so I've pulled some out. Okay, so, you see, Hardroot, it's the same thing. It's the psyllium husk powder, but I just buy these gelatin capsules, size 00. You can also get them in vegetable capsules as well if you're vegan. And I make these up, put them in the old pot that I always used to have, and it saves me something like, I think I was paying £25 a month for my fibre supplements, for my psyllium husk powder, when I was taking them as supplements. And now I can make them this way. It saved me a fortune because 2 of these cost £21 and 500 of these cost £10. And they will last me, I take 9 supplements a day. So somebody help me on the maths with that one. 9 supplements out of a 500 supplement. Rob, you behave. We see, hard to read, she's my new moderator, and she's deleted the message immediately from me. Rob. Hard to read, that was Rob being, he's misbehaving on purpose. He's having fun with us. He's tried to have fun about those that would come in and ask me all about OnlyFans. So he he is allowed to respond, but he said he's going to be a good boy this time. Okay then, so let me talk to you a bit about the wonders of psyllium husk powder. And as I'm saying that, I've not brought a spoon. So forgive my fingers, I'm just going to grab that much. Looks about, this is kind of how much I would take in capsules a day, this much. Now you all know that as part of our weight loss journeys, whatever plan we're on, or if you were like me and you were taking fibre supplements because you had problems with your digestive system long before you were doing any sort of weight loss program. So they always tell you to drink water. So I'm going to show you what happens to the psyllium husk powder when it is in your system. Miss Mary's interested in having a look. Look, can you see that, Miss Mary? Yes, that's the psyllium husk powder. Okay, so just wait for that. I'll give it 5 minutes. Just while I'm on it. Right, so, oh, thank you, Cereal Man. Thank you for doing the maths for me. Thank you. It's lovely to see you here today, and thank you very much for doing the maths. So you're telling us that 500 capsules divided by 9 a day will last us 56 days. So you can see the difference in price with making your own fibre supplements, and that's why I do it. Speaking of prices, Do you see another Temu purchase? Do you know the other day, my delivery guy came and I went, oh, hello, stranger. I wasn't expecting you. I've not put a Temu purchase in for well over a month. Sure enough, a whole load of outfits came. So maybe I'll show you the outfits at some point. But they don't. I'm sure they won't fit me yet. They were bought so that when I become a smaller size. So all I do literally, and this is me showing you with dexterity issues, because you know I've got dexterity issues. All I literally do is just scoop in the powder. And that's it. So I do that whilst I'm sitting watching the TV. The thing that I need to watch at the moment is the Survivor, MTV Survivor. I'm needing to watch that again, because there's another episode that I've got available to watch. So I was going to do that one whilst making my fibre supplements. But remembered, I'm not spoken to you so far this week, so I thought I'm gonna give you all, I'm gonna have a chat. For those of you, my system on my laptop seems to be crashing, so I can't see the messages at the moment. So if you've not done so already, would you like this video? Would you go back and look? In fact, can you all do this? If you're watching this from a mobile device, can you double tap the screen? And by doing that, will it like the video? So let's have a look. Is it working? Right, let me go back and get these again. I'm going to create it right. Oh, that's why. So my keyboard is doing all kinds of craziness, and that's why it's going very slow. Right, let me go back to it then. So this is just so I can see what you're all saying. You know, I like to be part of the conversation, don't I? And now, speaking of conversations, me and Chatticus had a conversation this morning. You know, Chatticus, my chat GPT. We had a conversation this morning because I wanted to ask him more about fibre in case you guys ask me any fibre questions. So I'm hoping that if you ask me any questions about fibre supplements, I can answer them. So if you've got any, let's put that theory to the test. If you've got any questions for me, pop it in the live chat and let's see if I can answer them. So let's have a look. Right, my keyboard is back to this, so it shouldn't be misbehaving. Here we go. Right, so I can see you all now. Double tapping works. Thank you, Don. Look at that. So already I've got it to double figures. That's brilliant. So from now on, Rob, you know when we do our live, I think we should do it from YouTube Live, because then it's easier to do the double chats. Dom, we're going to go, are we doing a live or are we doing an interview when we meet up? Because right, Dominic and I, my male Caucasian twin, we are finally meeting up. It's going to be like, surprise, surprise. Can you remember that show in the 80s with Cilla Black? Surprise, surprise. I'm not sure if you could recognise the Cilla. What was that? What's that phrase that they use? Impersonation. Surprise, surprise. They're unpredictable between the eyes. I sound more like Vic Reeves when he's doing his pump dance. I think Davina brought that show back, didn't she? Davina McCall. Right, so Hadrian, there's a show in the UK. It used to be called Surprise, Surprise. And what used to happen was they'd reunite people who'd not seen each other for years, family members from other ends of the world. Well, Dom and I are not from other ends of the world. We're just other ends of counties. So we're going to meet up soon, aren't we, Dom? Oh, Holly, was it Holly? The beautiful Holly Willoughby. That makes sense. Scott's here. How you doing, Scott? Have you been on your e-bike? Have you been on that mountain bike recently? Right, if anyone has not already seen any of the footage from Scott's recent video to Portugal, his recent holiday to Portugal, watch his videos. You've got to subscribe. Right, in fact, for all of you that have got your own content, your own channel, pop in your channel links in the chat. But Scott, you have to put yours in. He's now put some amazing content into his intro, so you can see just what an action man Scott has become since his 1 year of losing weight, because Scott has had some incredible success on this journey. So let's have a look. We're doing it recorded, right? So we'll wait for that one then. I'll speak more about that one later as we've done the recording, Dom. So there, Dom saying to Rob, I just watched your last video. Well played, mate. You've done so well. Because Rob has also done a 1 year. He's got his anniversary in. He is looking incredible. He did. Can you believe this? He did a kettlebell workout as well as a spin class. I mean, it takes me all my energy just to lift Miss Mary up. So brilliant. This is the beauty of losing weight, isn't it? This is what happens to us. Rob's saying thanks very much. Scott's saying thanks. Scott, you'll be good at some of the questions. Ask me some questions about fibre. So this has now been 5 minutes. This is the fibre after 5 minutes of being in water. So psyllium husk powder is considered a soluble fibre. There's two kind of fibres. This is what ChatGPT told me. Soluble fibre is the fibre that dissolves in water and turns into this gel-like status. Now, you imagine this gel working through your digestive system. What it does is it slows up your digestive system, so a start. So if you're having this without a GLP-1, this is helping you to slow down the blood sugar spikes that people who are type 2 diabetics that they might have. So it's really good for type 2 diabetics as well, who aren't on a GLP-1. It's also great for those who are on a GLP-1, but for different reasons. Because the other reason is, imagine you've got 20 to 30 grams of this working its way through your intestines. I mean, just look what it's done to my finger as I've just popped it in there, look. What it does is it goes along the lining of your gut and picks up all impurities that have been hanging around there for ages and helps move it along very nicely, through your digestive system. Now, this is another really important point. Your digestive system is like a snake, isn't it, really? Where it's a huge amount of little muscle type things, but they're not muscles, they're things that do that. It's really important that your fibre, your digestive system gets to work really well on its own. So that's why laxative use, a laxative that forces stuff out of you, is removing your digestion, your digestive system, the ability to recover its own usefulness. So that's why these sort of things are brilliant, because by all means this is moving through your system, but your body is the one that's moving it through. And of course, water. This is also another reason why water is so important on the journey, because what did I put in there? Probably about 2 parts water. Now look, if I put 5 parts water, I'll leave that in there again. I'll leave it in there for another 5 or so minutes, and we'll come back and see what's happened. This is me stirring it, because I haven't got a spoon that I should have brought with me. but I didn't get up because I've got little shorts on. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, and I'll come back and show you that in a minute. So I can see that Linda has entered the chat. Linda, how are you? What is in the glass today? What is in your cup today, Miss Linda? Miss Linda has also had a fabulous weight loss journey. She's now, are you in maintenance now, Linda? You look incredible. Absolutely incredible. But what you do as well to help us out, you help us to make our drinks much tastier, a lot less sugar in them, but also they can have things like fibre and protein put in there. So check out Linda's channel. Remember, for those of you who've got a channel, please put in the comments the link to your channel so we can all subscribe and watch some of your content. So Scott's saying, I don't actually consider it too much, Joe. I think I'm naturally getting much more with my change in diet. Oh, so you were Action Jackson before then? No, that makes perfect sense. You must be like a little bit like Gordon, because Gordon was the fat old climber, wasn't he? Because he was always climbing before he was losing the weight. That makes perfect sense. I love seeing you out and about with your son, especially when you do the biking. But you and your daughter doing that, what do they call it? The skydiving. Right, this is Scott. Right, you've got to go and watch Scott's video. Him and his daughter were in Portugal on holiday, and because he's lost that much weight, he was like, yeah, I'm ready to do skydiving again. So we see the footage. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Rob's saying, I'm your favourite biology teacher. Mr. My biology teacher will be so proud you said that, because I was teacher's pet in biology class. But it was always about the reproduction system. I was always entranced by the reproduction system. Who knows why? Who knows? Okay, so you can see me making my little pills up now. They're so easy. The difference with soluble fibre and insoluble fibre, quite clearly, one dissolves in water and the other does not. So a lot of the fibre that you get from dietary means, by that I mean things like vegetables, grains, nuts, you know, those things that have got fibre on them, that tends to be insoluble fibre. Have I got that right? Insoluble is the one that doesn't dissolve in water. Is that right? It should be right, doesn't it? It sounds right. Now what that does is that helps your digestive system just move at normal pace. So it's not slowing it down, not like the soluble stuff, but likewise it's thickening up your number twos. Your poos. Why am I being so coy about it? We all poo. Even the king does. I'm sure he does. He must do, mustn't he? I'm going to ask Chatticus. Chatticus, does King Charles poo? But we all poo. So I've got to be less coy about saying poo. Poo, 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 poo. But what soluble fibre does, it actually thickens up your poo. So for those of us who are suffering with diarrhea, definitely worth taking a fibre supplement to slow it down, but also try eating foods that are rich in fibre just so that it can thicken up the watery poo that is coming out of you. I have something to say about Imodium, and it's something to say based on what my doctor told me. A few years ago, it looks like an amazing experience, Scott. So again, you guys have to watch it. Right, a few years ago, before I started putting on the real weight, so it must have been just before I had COVID 2020. In fact, I know it was 2014, because that's when I was diagnosed with IBS. But I went to the doctor, and this bit here was It's really, really sticking out. Really sticking out. And I was like, what's going on? Doctor, please help me. What's going on? And he says, it's your liver is under distress. It's like, but I'm not a drinker. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a binge with the girls only when I go socialising. But I've not been proper out for years. And even back in 2014, I was only socialising about once a month. So it wasn't through alcohol. So I was like, what's going on with my liver? And he says, have you had a touch of diarrhea or food poison, anything like that? And I was like, yeah, I have. I'm on Imodium for it. And he went, that's what's wrong with your liver at the moment. He says, if you have an acute case of diarrhea, where it's very likely an infection or a bug that you picked up, do not take Imodium, because Imodium is a chemical that will stop your digestion in its track. And if you rely on Imodiums, it means your digestive health is suffering. It's not getting enough, we're saying it's not that movement. So you will end up being in a constant situation of constipation, laxatives, diarrhea, Imodium. Constipation, laxatives, you can see what I mean. He says don't do that, but also more importantly, it really has a detrimental effect on your liver. So that's just one tip for you guys. For those of you that are taking Imodium because you get a nervous tum, so like if you've got somewhere that you need to be and you're a bit nervous about it, you're worried about needing the loo, that sort of thing, by all means, those medications are fine. But what he's saying is don't rely on Imodium if the only reason why you're taking it is because you've got runny poo. Instead, you need to take more soluble fibre or insoluble fibre. So now let's have a look at the, what's the name again? The psyllium husk powder. This has now been in the water. We on Mounjaro and other GLP-1s, our digestive system is slowed down anyway because of the GLP-1. So if you're then taking fibre supplements as well, you are slowing your system right down. I mean, right down. Whatever you're eating is taking an age to get out. And it's not, we don't want you struggling, we don't want you forcing its way out. Sitting on the loo, pushing for kingdom come. That's not what we're wanting. Instead, what you need to do is you're encouraged to drink more water so the fibre comes out that little bit more quickly than what it would have done if you went on a GLP-1. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, folks? Rob, you will tell me honestly if I'm making sense. So Linda's saying it's 7:40 there. She's drinking a bottle of water to start my day. Right, Linda, brilliant. Let's get everyone, if you've not already had some water, let's everyone take a glass of water right now to start the day. I see my beautiful sister, Journey of Life. Dom, she's another sister. She's another sister from across the world. This is Angie. So I'm going to sing Surprise, Surprise. I'm going to be meeting up with Angie one day. Angie's in South California. And she is my sister from another mister. Although we're not entirely sure she could be about being my sister from my dad. But she said it's 4:51. It's 4:51 in California. What on earth are you doing awake? What on earth are you doing awake? Oh my goodness. So Rob's saying, yes, it makes sense to me. I've never been so engrossed in poop talk. Do you know I bring the best content to... What was it? Sunday we had nail varnish. Today it's poo. Okay, who else have we got in the chat. Aman, what a beautiful name. He says hi or hey. So I'm saying he, they, Aman. Am I saying your name correctly? Pushpack, beautiful name. Who else have we got? Hardrine's on bottle number 3 this morning. She drinks 2 bottles as soon as she gets out of bed. One with my medication and the other for thirst. Hardrine, you're so right. My medication's arrived today. I'll probably show you that one a little bit later if I ever get round to finishing these fibre supplements. But it takes at least a bottle of water to get through the medication, isn't it? And then, as you say, you still need another one for thirst. Brilliant. This is why you look so lovely. This is why your skin is incredible. Hardrine has the best skin. Right, can I say, Hardrine, that you've got the best skin in the GLP-1 streets? we know Anissa and Tamika are having an arm off because they both want to have, I keep saying they both have the best arms in the GLP-1 community. But is it possible? Is it possible that you've got the best skin? I don't know, because Linda's in here as well, and Linda's skin is impeccable. Okay, let me have a look. We've got Laurie's here. How you doing, Laurie? What time is it where you are then? Are you the same sort of time zone as Linda? Is it just before 8 o'clock a.m.? Hey, Yoda. Right, I met Yoda yesterday. Whose channel was it on, Yoda? It was on Vicky's, wasn't it? Vicky's got a channel called Foodie's Vacation, and she does amazing cruises. So Ali, if you're watching, check out Vicky's channel, Foodie's Vacation. And me and Yoda got chatting in there. Turns out both of us are mad fans of Marvel, and all the comics and the characters. So it's lovely to see you here. Hold on, let's have a look. Oh, right, so Angie, Journey of Life, she's going back to bed because remember it's 4:52 in California. Sleep well, Angie, sleep well. Is Hardrine off to do a 7:50 workout? Hardrine, smash it, girl. I want to know all about it later when I see you on the next set of lives. That's brilliant. So let me answer more of your fibre questions then. Are there any more fibre questions? Rob, are you okay for me to make you a moderator just in case I get any troublesome folk? We've done really well actually today. No troublesome folks in sight. So I'm going to make you a moderator. Okay. Troublesome as in, I don't mind having bants. I can have bants for the best of them, but I don't want anyone saying some phrases that are obnoxious. That kind, you know what I mean, the offensive stuff. And I don't even mind if they want to call me fat, because I am still fat. I'm 110 pounds still overweight. Speaking of which, is Dom Salon, me and Dom, we both have a challenge. And I've just realised now, our challenge is to lose half our body weight. And we started at 351. So we're exactly the same weight. And we want to lose our body weight. But you know what our goal is, Rob? Our goal is to get to 180, which is what your current weight is. So we're all aiming for that kind of level of perfection, and you're our inspiration. I literally pop 3 of these. I put 3 of these in the morning, and then I pop 3 of them when I have my evening meal, and then I pop 3 of them when I have either my satsumas, that's the reason I'm looking for, because I've got the satsumas there, or, when I have my fruit in the afternoon, mid-afternoon. So I take 9 a day, which is the equivalent of about 25 grams of fibre. And as you say, it keeps me regular. Let me tell you about this actually. You know, when I first titrated up to 5 mg, when I was on the lower dose, when I first titrated up, I was still doing it in split doses. So I was taking 2.5s a week, and that worked fine. But one day I hadn't drank, no, it wasn't that I hadn't drank much water, I hadn't eaten much veg. So I wasn't getting that insoluble fibre. That's the right one, isn't it, Rob? Wasn't getting the enough insoluble fibre. I was still taking my fibre supplements, but I wasn't getting the extra that I get from food. But likewise, I don't think I ate much, drank much water. So you know already what happened. You know already the constipation. But it wasn't constipation as some talk about it. It wasn't constipation as in it was trapped. It was constipation. In fact, it was slowed down. And that's a really important thing. You're not to force that bad boy. Don't force out something that's slowed down. Instead, drink more water. Make sure you get some more fibre, and that'll help. Because as you say, the laxative elements that just forces it out, it really does mess up the digestive system's ability to move it along. Don't know why I'm doing that. Probably doing that because my fingers feel great today. Now this is another thing. Oh my goodness. How many of you who are on the tirzepatides are finding it brilliant for your inflammation? What I would normally have on my fingers and toes in the warm heat, these would all be so inflamed. They'd look almost red because they'd be that inflamed, and I'd struggle to move them, and I'd be sort of like having my fingers do that and struggling. But look at me. I think that's the Mounjaro. Yeah, we're trying to get into the 180 club. So Hardrade saying that congratulations to Yoda's better journey, because Yoda, what was this? 232 pounds in 4 months. Right, everyone throw some confetti up for me. Everyone throw some confetti, because I've not got the ability to throw confetti on this live. That is incredible, Yoda. Oh my goodness. So you had the VSG surgery. What is a VSG surgery? Is that the sleeve or the bypass? I don't know. Vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Thank you for answering it. That is incredible. Yoda, you look great on your videos. You look great. Very well done. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. Right. I've lost some more weight this week. And I'll tell you the reason why I know is not because it's Wednesday and I weigh myself on Wednesdays. That's not the reason why. But my lady time has arrived this morning. So what I thought was, well, I'll check to see how much weight I put on throughout that period, because on Friday I do my weigh-in anyway. Rob, can I reveal it? Am I okay to reveal how much weight I've already lost this week? Remember, I lost 8 pounds last week. The phalanges are phalanging today. The phalanges are phalanging. Oh, hold on. Let's have a look. Hi. Good morning to you, black people. Well, I haven't remembered your name. I'm so sorry. I subscribed to you the other day and watched one of your videos and never caught your name. So I didn't remember it from the chat. We were in Candy K's all days chat, weren't we? So, please, Ezekiel, that's it. Thank you so much. I remember now. I remember saying how beautiful your name was. So, thank you for joining us. I hope you're well today. I hope you're having a blessed morning. What was this? Every pound you lose adds 3 days to your life. Well, I would definitely accept that. I don't know if you've watched my channel before, Yoda, but I was on my deathbed. was on my deathbed when I started this journey, literally. That's why I always say at the start of my intro, I'm really excited to be here, literally, because I was on my deathbed. And now look at me. Now look at me. So heart rate saying 8 pounds is amazing. And you know how I lost it? I lost it on the vibration plate from, you know, the water retention that I was suffering from. So it's all water weight. It's coming off really nice, really quickly again. Because you know as well as I do, I am eating 1,400 calories in one meal a day. But the last 3 days, I've upped my protein. Because normally my protein's about 140. And just because I've been feeling hungrier. So if I feel hungrier, I'll have more protein. I'll throw a couple more eggs in there. So my protein is now like 155 at the minute. I went out yesterday. I'll tell you more about me going out on the vlog, so I won't mention that one now. But do you want me to tell you what I've lost since Friday? Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Ezekiel was saying it's good to see everybody. Yes, it's good to see you too. It is. What time is it where you are, Ezekiel? Which part of the country are you from? Bellflower, good morning, my beautiful. How are you doing? How are you doing today? It's lovely to see you on my live. So Yoda's saying he was also on his deathbed. He could not walk on 2 feet. I couldn't walk on my 2 feet and was weeks away from dying. Oh my good. Right, everyone throw confetti again for that. You're a testament. You were a testament to the life-changing benefits of weight loss. That is incredible. Oh, I'm so happy for you. And as I say, you wandering around that comic store in that video that I watched this morning, you're not worrying about mobility. You're not worrying about breathlessness. You're not worrying about anything. That is incredible. That is incredible. So, Bellflower, how are you today? Right. We've now got the Skin Queens in. The Skin Queens, Hardrine, Linda, and now Bellflower. These are the queens who have the most amazing skin. It's so good to see them. And Bellflower, she shared her secrets with us when we were on the Downsizing Diva, Dee. She has a channel, and a few weeks ago, Bellflower shared her skincare secrets with us. So if you've not already seen that video, please go and check out Downsizing Diva's channel. Right, in fact, give me a second. Let me see if I can find the channel. Or will somebody find the channel and share the link for me? Because I'm just remembering I've got all of this stuff on my fingers still. I can see Ali. Hey, how you doing? Ali's at work. How you doing, Ali? Oh, Ali, I was just talking about Vicky's channel earlier. Vicky's got a channel called Foodies Vacation. She goes on some amazing cruises. So I was just talking about Vicky's channel, and I was thinking about you because you're going off on your cruise. What is it? 4-6 weeks time? Not long now. Not long now. I can see JC. Oh. How are you, JC? Now you say I have amazing skin as well. Right. I'm going to say honestly, I'm going to say thank you with all my heart on that one, because I have to be honest with you. Since I've been unwell, I have the worst skin, and I'm getting, I get real bad skin inflammation that would then end up looking like keloid scars. So I've got lots of them, and you know what I have to use just to cover them? That Il Makiage. Have I got some here? Oh, revealing my shorts there. There was nothing to I've seen ones in there as I was just scooting around with my shorts on full show. I use this stuff to help cover my really dark keloid scars from my, what do they call it, hyperpigmentation, from when I get really bad breakouts. I had really bad breakout last week because I was unwell, wasn't I, with me not being on the CPAP machine. My mask still hasn't arrived, but last night I did try I tried the old mask after I'd sewn up the thing that goes around your head. Thank you, Linda. I think one day I'll have to show you my skin in its... No, I don't think I can, because I think I'm still very conscious of just how bad my skin is. But I'm hoping that because I'm now on the Mounjaro and the inflammation is being curbed in things like my fingers and my toes, I'm also hoping it curbs in my skin as well. Although, as I say, last week it was really bad again. Thank you so much, Linda. Right, so for those of you again who have got channels, please pop your channel link in the chat so we can all subscribe to your channels. So, Ali is going on a cruise in 8 weeks. So I'm trying to get Ali to do footage of when he's on the cruise. We want to see all of the wonders that he's experiencing, as well as all the cruise delights. Remember, I have been housebound for so long. I love watching all of these videos where you're out and about doing stuff. So by all means, that'd be brilliant. I got my pom-pom shorts up. It's so true. You know what? You know all of those shorts that my mate's husband gave me? They're all nice long length shorts, you know, that can hide my modesty. And all the shorts that I'm now starting to able to fit into do not hide any modesty. But I only bought them because I was in the house still. I thought, oh, I'll wear these when I'm working and keep myself cool. But I've never revealed them before. Apologies to everybody who saw that. Low-carb Queen! Low-carb Queen is in the building! Welcome to the chat, Kim. How are you today? Are you feeling better? Now, we have to send loving, healing vibes, good energy, thoughts, prayers, whatever it is. I want you to send all that good healing energy over to Kim in North Carolina, because she is still recovering from the COVID. So, sending you all of those loving vibes now. In fact, if you can, use the hearts. Let's send all those loving hearts now. I hope you feel better for that, Kim. Lovely to see you here. So, JC is saying, I've been doing the Aveeno Daily Moisturiser. Oh, the body wash and the lotion. Right, the Aveeno. That was the one that Jennifer Aniston used to endorse. Right, I'll try that one then. I use... Hold on, let me see if I can scoot along without revealing my legs. I'm more embarrassed by the fact that I haven't shaved my legs. So I use this one, and I use this one on my scars and on around my neck. It's a thick one, but when it comes to just my normal skin stuff, I use the natural jojoba oil. So should I, in fact, as you say, pick up some of that Aveeno and give that a try, see if that helps? Because what's worse, they all come around here. I don't have it suffered anywhere else, nowhere on my forehead or anywhere. It's all around here. Not even on my chin, it's just here. So that's where it gets really bad. Tracy's here. How you doing, Tracy? Lovely to see you. Right, so Hardrine says, I'm going to get some of those capsules, Joe, and put my... Seriously? Remember, look, this is it now, look. This is a psyllium husk powder. 20 grams, a day's amount. It's soluble, so this in water, This is 5 times the amount of water. So that's like we're now drinking more water in our day. So what's 5 times the amount? Oh, my maths is shocking. My maths is shocking. It was 5 times 20 grams of the powder. But look at that. Can you imagine that now running through your digestive system? Helping everything move along nicely. It's picking up. You know the other thing it's great for picking up? It's really good for picking up cholesterol in your system. So if you're eating something with dietary cholesterol that's stuck in your gut, that's great. But you know the stuff that is being kicked out by your liver, it's great at picking that up. So it does. If you're on psyllium husk powder, make sure you check with your physician if you're also on a statin, because your cholesterol levels can come down just through the psyllium husk alone, which is another great benefit, isn't it? That's a fantastic benefit. So use the one that is for dry skin with probiotic oats. Right, now you see, now that's the thing. I have really bad combination skin. So my body was dry, the skin on my body was drying up when I was unwell. But now I'm not unwell, or not as unwell. My combination skin's come back, which is great because that keeps you youthful, doesn't it? That oily skin that you get. But so might that one not work? Does it have one for normal skin or combination? I'll look into it. I'll look into that one. Right, let me make a note of that one. So it was the Aveeno probiotic oats body lotion and wash. Thank you very much for that one, JC. Calamity Jane, you know I'm trying to not sing Whip Crap Away. I'm whip crap away. A moment ago I couldn't say poo without blushing. Oh my goodness, don't let my mum watch this replay. Oh wow. Okay then, so let's whip crap. What a win. Sorry, Rob. I was going to sing some Calamity Jane, but I clearly can't get the words out my mouth. Grace is here. Grace, how are you? Good morning, beautiful Joe. It's 8:15 in Florida. What time is it there? It is 1:15, so I've got the UK folk on their lunch break, and you guys are waking up for breakfast. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Right, I'll stop singing that one as well. Someone was supposed to keep me from singing. Hadreen, are you still on there? Hadreen, whenever you hear me thinking about singing, you need to put a stop to it. We don't want any more repeats of the En Vogue incident. That's what we're going to call it now, the En Vogue incident. Hadreen, whenever you see me ready to start singing, you need to put something in the chat. Like, stop yourself. Oh, so Grace, are you getting up now ready for school? You got the kids ready? Everyone's good to go, and you're heading off to school? Because Grace is a teacher, aren't you? What ages do you teach, Grace? I cannot remember what ages you teach. We've got several teachers, like Kim, low-carb queen. She's a teacher as well. What ages are you now teaching, Kim? Because you'll be getting ready for school as well, won't you? Oh, Hadreen saying that sound good. All right, then. So Hadreen, if I'm trying anything that we know, like Luther Vandross, Patti LaBelle, all of those ones that you just know there's no way I'm going to be able to achieve it, please, Minnie Riperton, please stop me in my tracks. Ezekiel, you say, I would like to hear you sing. Oh my, brace yourself, Ezekiel. Brace yourself. I'll do. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. Reminder, if you've not already done so, double tap your phone screen or find the button to like this wonderful live with Joe. Rob, you are doing the do. You are my... Right. I'm sorry, Hodrine. We've got... Who else was it? Mia. We've got a new king at the moderators. Rob is in the house. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay then, so do you guys have any more questions for me about fibre? If not, I'm going to finish those later and I'm going to show you instead the medication that I'm on. Middle school age. She dropped off her son and on my way to it now. She's got to be there for 8:40. We will keep you company on your journey. Oh, so what about your daughter, Grace? Where does she go? Is she in kindergarten? She's got two beautiful children. Grace has also got a channel, Losing It Grace. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Okay then, so my medications arrived this morning, which is great. This is the medication that I'm still on, whilst I've lost 71.5 pounds. Can I tell you how much I've lost already since Friday? Because it's just blowing my mind. I'm eating like the brown bears that are getting ready to hibernate. I'm eating. Yesterday I had pork pie because I went out with my mum, sister, and my aunt, and we had a ploughman's lunch. But instead of them coming in as little ones, you know the ones that we're used to seeing in the UK, Rob, it looked like it was a homemade pork pie, and there were slices, and my sister didn't want to eat hers, so I had 2 slices of pork pie, and they were like, you know, like the size that you get like you get your cheesecakes and things being delivered. It was that kind of size. I didn't eat the pastry because I can't eat pastry, but I ate all the meat and all the jelly stuff. I love the jelly stuff in a pork pie. So I am still suffering with a lot of ill health issues, but I'm hoping to put those in remission. So let me separate them. Let me separate them first. Okay, so I've separated them. This one, first of all, is my inhaler, Symbicort, and I have to take 2 puffs of this in the morning, 2 puffs in the evening before bed. This has got budesonide. I don't know what else that one is, so I'm not even going to attempt to say that one. But essentially, it's got the steroids in there. It was really interesting last week to see just how bad my voice, how raspy my voice had got again, and how many more times I needed to take my inhaler, purely because I'd been a week without Colin. Which is crazy, isn't it? To think how long I was with really bad sleep apnea and then only a week of not having Colin. That was the trouble I was having. Okay, so this is my statin. And this is the thing that I really want to come off. Because I don't know if you're aware of this, especially the atorvastatins. So this is the Lipitor brand one, number 20 mg. Atorvastatins are notorious for causing muscle cramps. Now, I already suffer with muscle cramps because of the fibromyalgia, so we don't want that exacerbating. Also, atorvastatin is proven to increase insulin levels. So, work with your doctors, read the pamphlets. Don't just take what some random woman in a green blouse says. read the pamphlets are in here. But my doctor's trying to get me off this because of the problems I'm having in my muscle cramps. So now I'm on one every other day rather than one a day, which is great news, isn't it? Right, Kim, what is pork pie is the best question anyone's asked me all year. Let me tell you about pork pie. So there's such a thing as the original pork pie, which is made in Melton Mowbray, Leicestershire, which is 20 miles away from where I live. And what they are, it's a casing of, is it called hard water pastry or hard pastry or hot water pastry? That's what it's called. So they make up something with hot water pastry so it now looks like a bowl. And then they fill it with this mix of pork, the gelatin, so that must have been stewed to get with the bones, and the stock, and some vegetable stock maybe, some spices in there, some pepper in there, and it looks maybe a little bit like meatloaf, but it's got no breadcrumbs in there. It is just pure meat and collagen. I mean, you can see already why I love it. So they pour this stuff into the hot water dough. Then they put on a thick hot water dough case. And then they have to put a hole in it. And then they bake it. I don't know if they bake it or steam it. If anyone knows, do they bake it or steam it? And then you can have it as like a picnic item. So you would have it as something that you would take away to go out and about. So that's why they always include a pork pie on a ploughman's lunch, because a ploughman's lunch is just salad with some cheese and some pickles and some pork pie, because that's what a ploughman would take with him. Maybe he wouldn't take the salad, maybe he'd take a carrot or something, but they had a nice salad on this one. But that's what he used to take out with him when he used to go out working on the fields. So that is a pork pie, and if you don't use the dough, or if you find a way of making a dough case using stuff like the psyllium husk powder rather than just wheat flour, then you can have yourself a real tasty low-carb treat, Kim, and it tastes incredible. It tastes incredible. Rubbish. We've gone from biology to pork pies. I love it. So let's have a look. Yes, Sweetie Top and Mrs. Lovett come to mind. Absolutely. But those kind of pies, you know, these pies that she'd make in that musical, instead of putting people in them, you put pork meat in there. So let's have a look. Now Linda's talking about purchasing ginger immunity shots from Walmart yesterday. I love ginger and ginger shots. I normally get my ginger shots from Friends Juice Bar because it's ginger, no additives. Now, I've been seeing a lot of these ginger shots as well. They're supposed to be really good for inflammation as well, aren't they? That's really good to know. Kitten's congratulating me on 74-pound loss. Well, it kind of is 74 pounds loss, because on Friday I weighed myself and it was 71.5 pound loss. I had an 8 pound loss last week, which is a total of 71.5 pounds. Well, since then I've been out for a walk, I've been out and about with family, I've been on the vibration plate twice, I've upped my protein to 155 grams, and this morning I stepped on the scale and I was 1.7 kilos lighter. So 1.7 kilos. Who's good with a calculator? Has somebody got the calculator still? Who was that chap who had the calculator earlier? Is he still on? Are you still there? We did the calculations for us of the capsules. Could you do 1.7 times 2.2 for me? And that would tell me how many pounds I've lost. why I didn't take it, change my diet. Yes, same point. Did you say this atorvastatin? Don't get me wrong, it's great for you if you've got high cholesterol. Fantastic for you if you've got high cholesterol, because what you really don't want is your cholesterol clogging up your arteries. So that's what this does. But it also causes your muscles to get weakness. And if you have too much of it or more than you need, it causes more muscle weakness. So great point. No, seriously, Queen, seriously, the pork pie, if you make it without the wheat flour, because the hot water dough doesn't need to rise. It doesn't need to raise. It's part of the casing thing. So if you can make it with psyllium husk powder or other plant fibre powders that you can buy, together with a little bit less wheat flour, or even, as you say, some of the other tapioca flours and things like that, then it can become a low-carb delight. A low-carb delight, absolutely. So, Ezekiel's explaining he makes hot ginger tea, and it is good for the inflammation. This is it. I used to make ginger capsules the same way that I make the fibre ones, but instead of the psyllium husk, I'd use ground ginger. But somebody mentioned to me that it needs to be warmed up, and also these capsules need. Right, great point. If you guys if you've not got it already in the ginger shots that you're already buying, it also needs a pinch of black pepper, because the thing that is in ginger and the thing that is in turmeric activates when it's working alongside the black pepper. I can't remember what the scientific chemical is that is in both of those spices, but they work synergistically. And look at me doing that, look. My phalanges are philandering again. Did I say that right? Was it philandering or philandering? So yeah, I've lost, but this is from Friday to Wednesday morning. I've lost another 3.5 pounds. But it's all water weight. So don't worry, I'm not starving myself, I'm not doing anything silly like that. It's just the water weight that is coming off again now that it's making its way out. So, duloxetine. This is the medication I need to take for my fibromyalgia and my Raynaud's. And I'm on 60 mg of these, and these work, what do they call them? Is it SSNIs or SSRIs? It works by doing something to the nerve signals. Because the main problem with fibromyalgia is your nervous system is just behaving like really, it's just really behaving chaotically. So it helps to calm down those nerve signals, or maybe even cancel them out a little bit. So yeah, that's another one that I take really important. I don't think I meant for doing either. Oh no, let me get me some water so that I stop messing up my words. Oh, hold on. That's right, Ezekiel. Add just a pinch of black pepper, ground black pepper, into your hot ginger tea or into your ginger shots. Or if you're baking, or if you put in any sort of turmeric dressing and things like that on a salad and stuff, add a pinch of pepper, because that's the synergistic thing that works brilliantly. Low carb queen, your cholesterol's gone from 259 to 209. Is that from you low carbing? Right, everyone, right, you know I haven't got any confetti, so everyone please send some confetti to Kim's way. That is incredible. And you've done that without a statin. Oh my goodness. And you find the best recipes. Kim, I'm going to see if I can send you something over for the pork pie, so you can find a way of making it into a low carb one. and then I'll watch your Saturday morning session when you make that, because Kim makes her fantastic recipes. It's Saturday morning in the US, but for those of us in the UK, it's about this sort of time. It's about lunchtime. That is incredible. Hi, Walk Through Nature. How are you today? Are you having a good day? Have you been able to get out and about already? I love your channel. I love seeing all the walks that you do. It's lovely to see. Speaking of which, have we got Daniel on? Daniel's Adventures. Remember, he was the one who'd been to Grange Hill. If Daniel's on, it'd be lovely to see you today in the chat, just to say hi. Okay, so these are the big problematic medications that I've got. All 4 of these medications are for my hypertension. Hey, Londa. Hey, Melby. Hey. It's lovely to see you both. Are you both joining us just before you head out to work? Londa, we've just been talking to the other teachers in the chat, all heading off to school. So it's lovely to see you. Mel B, you must have heard me talk about your skin earlier, because you're another one who shared your skincare secrets with Downsizing Diva on her channel a few weeks ago. You and Bellflower, incredible. Right, Mel B celebrated a birthday just 2 weeks ago, was it, Mel B? You look half your age, and I'm serious about that. There's no throwing out any, what's that word that you say? Lip service. No lip service thrown your way. Mel B literally looks half her age. But then so does Linda. And so does Adrina. So does Bellflower. So, the skincare, it's really important to look after your skin. JC's already shared some of her tips, and I'm going to go and check out that Avena probiotic oats. Okay, so let me talk about these ones. Remember, I'm not gonna hit it from a negative point, Rob, so you don't need to worry about the red mist. The negativity element of my health journey woes have gone because I've had a little bit of sleep. So I'm not going to mention anything that's bothering me. However, I'm on the most candesartan that I can take. I'm on 32 mg. I'm on 10 mg of amlodipine daily. So I think this is the calcium blocker, and this is the aldosterone renin blocker. And it's the aldosterone that's the problem, and I'm already on the highest one of these. So I have still got a raging blood pressure, even though I'm on the highest one of these, and I'm on this one, which is a calcium channel blocker. Can't block too much of the calcium, because then that really affects the heart, and we know already I've got problems with my heart health. So then they put me on these two. Indapamide 2.5, this is a diuretic. So this is the one, because my heart's making me carry edema and water retention, this is helping me shift it. But also the vibration plate is helping that go. So I'm on 2.5 mg of diuretic. Been on that since April. So all the way through the journey, but for some reason the water is whooshing out of me at a pace these last couple of weeks. I was just saying, Alondra and Melby, I lost 8 pounds last week whilst being on the vibration plate, and the water weight coming off me, and already in only 4 days, is it 4 days? 4 days, I've lost another 3.5 pounds. Incredible. And then finally, this is the one that I've been put on. My GP has been really, really worried about putting me on this, but he's put me on this one with the cardiologist's advice, and it's the 1 mg of doxycycline. I don't know what it does. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what it does, but it's there for truly resistant, uncontrolled hypertension. So I'm on all 4, I can't go on any more, and my GP is still chasing to find out if that 18-month wait list can be reduced a little bit for me, because whilst my heart's out of control, my blood pressure's out of control, my heart's getting further damaged. Okay, so I'm looking at the time now. It's coming up to 140, 140 in the UK, which means that our lunch breaks are soon to be over. So do you have anything that you want to share with me before I let you all get going to work and get back to work or back to the things that you were doing? So Mel B is saying, that's incredible. I've heard the vibration plate moves water, inflammation throughout the body. It honestly really does. And because I've been recently started doing this lymphatic drainage workout, where you're massaging and you're helping release it along with the vibration plate. So you do the massages whilst you're on the vibration plate and the exercises that help it release as well. And it's just been whooshing out of me. Seriously, it's been brilliant. Let's have a look. JC says, low carb queen, I'll need to check your recipes. I'm struggling to get my calories in. Fabulous. And as you say, Kim's low carb queen's recipes, fantastic. Do you know the way I get my calories in? I add another couple of eggs to whatever I'm cooking. If I'm having a salad, what did I have yesterday? I had my ploughman's lunch, and then later I had, it was a tuna salad, but I added more eggs in. I put another 4 eggs in rather than just the 2. And I had that together with full fat mayonnaise. And if you've got anything like the Hellmann's mayonnaise, the one in the UK doesn't have any sugar in. If you make, Kim, could you make us a homemade lemon mayonnaise? Because a homemade mayonnaise is literally egg, oil and vinegar, isn't it? And black pepper. So if you could show us how to make that, there's no need for there to be any sugars or high fructose corn syrup in your mayonnaise. So that's a real good point. If for those of you that got those, you know those, Linda, I know you've got one because you use them when you're making the drinks. Those things that the blender things. Is that what it's called, the blender? You tell me what it's called. You can make your own mayonnaise. And seriously, it tastes amazing, especially if you use olive oil. Oh my goodness, if you use olive oil in your homemade mayonnaise, chef's kiss. Alanda, I'm going to be showing how I do my vibration plate one day. Apparently I'm going to be showing Kim Candy K all day. Now we have already a little bit of a drama because I'm mentioning I'm wearing my little pum pum shorts. Bellflower said Jen F would call these my pum pum shorts. I cannot be seen on camera in tiny shorts. And also, I need to wait until I can get a really good sports bra before I show any of my workouts. But the moment I do, seriously, I will show you my workouts. What I'll probably do as well, in this chat afterwards, once it goes live, I'll put a link in the description to everyone's channels, everyone who's been on today. I'll put a link to everyone's channels in the description so you can all subscribe to each other's channels. But I'll also, oh my goodness, I've just seen them booty shorts. I've just seen those booty shorts on camera. Oh my good night. I'm embarrassed, I can't look anymore. But yeah, I'll put the link to the video of the one that's doing the specific lymphatic drainage, because it's amazing. And I'm just thinking, already you guys are already in such great physical condition. It'd be good if you could also show that workout. I'm going to be doing it where I'm partially sitting and partially doing it with Michael Caine. So yeah, if you could also show it where you're doing it, as you say, without any need for mobility assistance, that would be great. Have we got any other questions? Let's have a look what's going on. So JC has so many eggs, right? So you're gonna start making, just putting eggs in all of your extra dishes. If you put it in the sauces, or if you put hard-boiled eggs, make the homemade mayonnaise. You know, add eggs to cauliflower rice. Oh my goodness, have you tried that? Right, Kim, have you tried this one yet? Cauliflower rice, shrimp, ham, eggs, and then sesame oil and soy sauce, and it tastes like Singapore fried rice. So JC is asking everyone to come over and pick some eggs up because she's got too many. About to jump on this walking pad and respond to some emails. We'll see you later, Mel B. Enjoy the walking pad. I love the vibration plate. So yeah, so Kim, we're going to be doing the vibration plate together. So, oh my goodness, JC has 25 hens and 2 roosters. I say, boy. Is that what your rooster sounds like? For God, like God. Sorry. I really need to stop with my impersonations. They're not all laying eggs right now due to summer heat, but they keep us good in eggs. I end up giving a lot away to the food pantry or neighbours. That is so wonderful. Really generous of you. And it's lovely to hear. It's lovely to hear chickens and roosters, especially in the morning. What time does that rooster get you up in the morning, JC? Oh, thank you, Melvie. You've not seen me stand. I won't stand up because I haven't shown my legs. Yes, we're all going to be on Downsizing Diva's video later. She's doing a live chat. She's got Charles from Roundbound of Zepbound. He is a legend amongst the Zepbound streets. So, if you're about at, I can't remember what time it is in the States, but in the UK, Rob, it's at 1 a.m. So I'm going to be watching it live because I don't work. But Rob, watch it tomorrow on the replay. It's brilliant. Dom, if you're there as well, definitely watch it on the replay because Charles is legendary. He used to be a pro, a college level basketball star, and then suffered with growing weight, increasing weight, which then impacted his health, including cancer scares. So he's going to be on with Downsizing Diva later. I'll put a link in the comments after we close down this chat, and I look forward to seeing you all there. Let's have a look. What else we've got to do? For a good mayo recipe. Right, Kim, when you get that recipe, get it together. I'm going to watch you on that Saturday. I'm going to join in the chat. I love your Saturday morning recipes. Love cauliflower rice. I make shrimp fried rice. Oh my god, chicken fried rice. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. And you do it with cauliflower rice as well. So good. Jay-Z's saying the cats wake her up earlier than the rooster. There's not a truer word said. Not a truer word said. Miss Mary had a gift this morning. I'm not sure if you saw it earlier on. We'd received some Carmex, hadn't we, Miss Mary? We'd received some Carmex. Someone, a very nice viewer, had been on the wish list. You know, it's got all Miss Mary's treats on there, and sent us some Carmex. So thank you, thank you so much. Miss Mary doesn't know who it is though. She was looking for who it was, but turns out she can't read anyway. So, but I had a look as well, and I couldn't see anyone's name in the packaging. So whoever it was, please own up to it, and we'll send you all our loving thanks, especially on the vlog this week. I'm going to let you all get going. You've all got lives to get to, and I've got to finish putting these fibre supplements together. So until then, sleep well, sleep down, and I'll see you next time. That's supposed to be my theme tune, folks. Okay, I'll see you all soon.